Hello YouTube, this is Tammy Pie and I'm back with another video. I don't even know what this video is going to be. It's just me hanging out playing with my cards. I thought I might open up and start going through the Spacious tarot because I haven't even opened it, and that is a crying shame. For a minute I thought, well, maybe I'll just leave it shut. Leave it be an untouched, unopened, out-of-print deck. But the fact of the matter is, the only reason I actually bought it was because I actually wanted to use it. The other decks that I've seen that have come out since that are kind of doing a similar thing. Not exactly the same. I mean, hopefully nobody's deck is exactly the same, right? Are doing it differently. But I really like the way, the kind of soft, easygoing voice of the Spacious Tarot. What edition is it? I assume this is the last edition. The latest edition. Carrie Mellon has decided not to continue printing this, so go get you some. This is the Spacious Tarot and Guidebook by Carrie Mellon and Annie Roit. Carrie and Annie. Okay. This is a second edition from 2020. Written by Carrie Mellon, illustrated by Annie Roit. Okay. So, this was the first one that kind of gave you this feeling of being in the card, right? No people at all. There's a High Priestess. It's kind of an overcast day today, and I'm here late in the afternoon. It's a beloved card, that Emperor, and this Hierophant. I gotta say, this Hierophant is the one that kept calling to me and saying, you gotta get this. Right. I also really like this Chariot. I like the idea of being in a raft or some boat going between those dark cliffs. There's the Wheel of Fortune. I like when a Wheel of Fortune does the seasons. I think that's cool. And also it's got that bit in the middle that kind of looks like a labyrinth or a moving circle. I also think this is very interesting. Justice, the light and the dark, and this stone dropping into the pond, creating waves that radiate out. Really cool. This is also very interesting. A shift in perspective. Callback to RWS. Temperance between fire and ice. Love that image. Interesting Devil. Huh. Okay. I'm going to leave that one out because I want to read what Carrie has to say about the Devil. Tower. I hope the lighting is enough here. Star is a star. Moon is the moon. What's not to love? And the sun here with the sunflower. That's really good. Judgment. Moving through that gate. I like that a lot. And the world. Interesting. I like that she's got the constellations all around. Ace of Pentacles. Oh, those seeds, right? 2, 3, interesting. 4, that's cool. The pine cones. 5, the wolf here. 6, interesting. All the different colors of coins, like that. 7, the pumpkin there. Some of the pentacles look dried up and some not. 8, the bee, like that. 9, I remember really liking this when I first saw it too. That tended tree. The only way it can be that shape is if you worked at that. Like it. 10 of Pentacles. Very interesting. And then I love these quartz. Baby bear, explorer bear, guardian bear, and elder bear. Very cool. Ace of Swords, 2 of Swords. I might even call these illustrated pips. 3. Oh, interesting with the bench in the cold. And I didn't realize until now that they have made this sword suit very wintry. 9 of Swords. Oh, disappointing. 10 of Swords. Interesting that it's a bunch of swords in a tree trunk. Child. Guardian. I'm sorry. Explorer. That's the explorer. Or the knight. Guardian. The queen. An elder. The king. What would you get from that? At the tippy top, right? Interesting. Okay, Ace of Wands. So fiery suit. 2, like that. 3, it's a great 3 of Wands. 4, 5, kind of battling actual wands, it looks like. 6, love this. It's a callback to RWS. 7, very good. 8, gives you the message. It looks like comets, doesn't it? That's what she's picturing there. Interesting. Interesting. 8 of Wands is comets. Cool. Let's read that too. 9 of Wands. Looks a little Marseille right there. And the 10. Child of Wands. It's a little salamander. Love it. Explorer of Wands. Interesting. Guardian of Wands. Elder of Wands. And I think if someone were to ask me that this is my favorite suit and this is probably lots of people's favorite cards in it. I mean, other than the Major Arcana. The Major Arcana is pretty cool. So there's the Ace of Cups, Two of Cups, and it's these springtime lily. I did not realize how seasonal these suits are. Four of Cups, that's beautiful. Five of Cups. Six of Cups. This is great. Seven of Cups. Oh, perfect. Eight of Cups. Love this. Nine of Cups. Also love this. 10 of Cups. And then here's I love these fish, these koi fish. Child of Cups. Explorer. Don't you just love that? It makes you fall all in love with the Knight of Cups all over again. Guardian of Cups. Just beautiful. An Elder of Cups. Huh. Okay. Do you want to look at well, let's read the stuff on the two cards I held out. So I held out the Devil and the Eight of Wands. So okay, the Devil. Resistance, inner demons, and shadow. The Devil challenges you to enter a realm of shadows. Okay, that makes sense. Where are you experimenting contraction? What darkness is within and around you? Resistance might sway you to avoid this difficult space, but you can't find liberation until you're willing to confront your stuckness. The trees here form a barrier, a metaphor for self-imposed prisons and inner demons. Are you grappling with addictive behavior? Has shame cornered you? The task here is not to rid yourself of those shadows. Instead, the Devil asks you to simply acknowledge your demons. To relinquish their bonds and to integrate the darkness into light. At its worst, Devil energy tricks you into believing there's no way out of the dark forest. Know that there is a light to move towards, but you can't bypass the darkness. Be willing to do challenging inner work. Being present with contradiction or contraction inevitably leads to greater expansion. Okay? Very interesting. Contraction. Okay. And then we have... Okay, let me see if she says anything about the Pentacles. I don't think she does really say anything about the suits being so, hang on, I'm sorry, I just need to look at this to kind of comprehend. Bonding with the Spacious Tarot. Components of the deck. 78, understanding the Major Arcana. Understanding the Minor Arcana. Okay, here. Cups are the emotional realm. The suit describes the entire range of emotions from joy to sorrow, loneliness to connection, and any other feeling state. Cups are associated with the water element. So she's not saying it out and out. Wands are in the realm of instinct. This suit delves into the forces that motivate and compel you. Here you experience everything from enthusiasm to burnout. Wands are associated with the element of fire. Swords are the realm of the mind. This suit examines ideas and intellect, looking at how the mind can take you how far the mind can take you, as well as confronting its limitations. Swords are associated with air, and pentacles are the physical realm. This suit explores the material realm, everything from nature to the body to the work and money. Themes of both lack and abundance are encountered. Pentacles are associated with the earth element. Okay, interesting. She does not say anything about... Okay, but I will read to you the quartz. The child has a playful relationship with their suit. Child may still have a lot to learn, but brings fresh, unbiased perspective. Explorer has an erratic understanding of their suit. The explorer dives into his experiences, but may lack refinement. The guardian has mature connection with their suit. The guardian embodies the energy of the suit and radiates that energy from inside and out. The guardian leads by example. The elder has mastery of their suit. The elder projects the energy of their suit outward upon the world, and the elder leads through action. I think very often people who create different types of tarot decks that don't exactly conform to every other tarot deck, a lot of times they switch the quartz around. They say different things about the quartz. I was talking to somebody in the comments of their, was it Marlene Theresa was talking about how she wanted to use 25 of her decks that she hasn't used enough this year, which I think is a perfectly reasonable thing to want to do, especially if you don't want to add any more decks to your collection. And I was saying about Tarot of the Crone, because I think that's one that she wanted to use, that it's a very different deck, but it isn't hard to get to know. But she definitely does something different with the quartz. I think the quartz are, I know one of them is Witch, one of them is Crone, and it's like the kings are overabundance of a thing. Like the King of Cups is somebody stuck in like this amethyst fluid, so that they can't, they're so deep in their emotions that they can't even move. And the I believe the King of Wands is like this dry, cracked desert because it's so hot. It's just torched everything, right? It's amazing. Okay, back to the Spacious. All right, wands. Where are we? So 8 of Wands. That's what I wanted to read, because I think that's cool that it's comments. Aligned action, synchronicity. 8 of Wands leads you to an awareness of meaningful consciousness or coincidences. Synchronicity is a term coined by Carl Jung to describe these meaningful coincidences. And right now, synchronicity is likely at work for you. The universe is showering you with winks and nudges. Are you getting the message? This card can be assigned to strike while the iron is hot. If a certain action feels right at the moment, take that action before the moment passes by. Trust your instincts as they align with the rhythm of the cosmos. And when you're called to, magic takes flight. Huh. Really cool. I love it. Love that. Yay. So happy that I bit the bullet and went ahead and got this good old-fashioned... I mean, is it old-fashioned? It's not even really old-fashioned. I remember when they were like first getting the first copies of this. Somebody else was saying that too. How is it that this deck is now going out of print? Didn't it just come out? All right, so here's the expansion. And the expansion even comes with a little guidebook, which is, that's really nice. They don't always do that. All right, so we have air, earth, fire, and water. That's a good start. The signs. Aries. Nice. Taurus. Earth sign. Gemini. Air sign. Cancer. Water sign. Leo. Firebug. Virgo. Oh, that's beautiful. Libra. Nice. Scorpio. Sweet. Sagittarius. Capricorn. Aquarius. Pisces. Interesting. Curiosity. Is that what that says? Curiosity. Yeah. It's like two nerves, right? Connection. Offering. Transcendence. Like it. And spaciousness. That's beautiful. Okay, so I am going to add these to the deck and just turn it into the Spacious Minchiati, because I think all of those, even if I drew a 3-card reading with just those extra cards, I'm fine with that. And guess what's going to happen with this deck? It's going to get soaked. Because it does kind of stick when I'm trying to. It's got a little bit thicker cardstock, not super thick. Not like, say, Moonchild thick or anything like that. But it is kind of, well, for one thing, it's very matte. Let me try doing it upside down. Sometimes the shuffle is easier upside down. No, it's not. So this morning also I was watching a video that Ethany made about her majors only decks. And I only have 2. I think I only have one of them with me, which is the Raziel. And I don't even really think about it as a majors only deck. I just think about it as like this treasure. But it is a majors only deck. And the thing is, any deck can be a majors only deck if you just take the majors out, right? All right, so let's do a quick 3-card with my Spacious Minchiati. I've got the 5 of Swords, the High Priestess, and the Fool. Interesting. So, 5 of Swords. Oh, it's a beautiful one. Very wintry. Very much, he's on top of the hilt of that sword, which is stuck in the snow all by himself. And the other swords have fallen, right? So this is winning the battle, but at what cost? Here's our High Priestess. That's a beautiful one. It looks to me like the pearl in that shell, which is not the kind of shell that would actually have a pearl in it. But the pearl in that shell is kind of meant to be the moon, right? So we're looking at the shore and this kind of magical looking shell sitting there on the edge of the subconscious, right? The ocean is supposed to be like the subconscious. And this moon shining like secretively inside this treasure of a shell. So the Pyrrhic victory with the exposed secret. And then the Fool. And this looks like a path going out onto a cliff. Are you brave enough to get out there and get that view? Interesting. Beautiful reading. I like it. All right. I think that's enough for me today. If this looks okay and sounds okay, I'll post it, but if it doesn't, I won't. And thank you for coming. I accidentally didn't stop this, so I've turned on the lights because it's so dark. I'm going to show you a little bit of Tarot of the Crone, because why not? All right, so let's look at this for a second. So Tarot of the Crone it's keyed to color. And black is the source, the absolute, night and all, nothing. All and nothing. The well and the void. White, the bare bones, that which endures and tells no lie, truth. Gray, the unknown, mystery, secrets, shadow. Red, life force is lust, passion, blood, strength. Blue, life force is thought, spirit, wisdom, peace. Green, life force is growth, life path, connection between living things. Yellow, life force is exploration, creativity, inspiration, and enlightenment. Purple, life force as magic, the path of the soul through time, deep power. Brown, life of the body, life in the flesh, earth, animals, home. Each suit in the major arcana uses two colors with black and white. Wands is red and yellow for power and will. Cups is red and purple for feeling and the soul. Swords is blue and yellow for mind and ability. And discs is green and brown for life and flesh. And the major arcana use any combination. What I wanted to show you is her quartz, because her quartz are very different. They just are. Okay. Face, she calls them faces. The beast. Here, let me find some for you. Hang on just a second. Let me pause. All right, I'm back. Okay. So the faces, the beast, the primal instinct of the power and wild whole expression of the element. So the beast of discs is that pig. The beast of swords is that crow. The beast of wands is the black cat. And the beast of cups is this red toad. Okay? All right. Which would be our knights. Okay? If we're, I mean, it's a different thing. The key to working with these odd decks is to let them be their own thing. The witch is the focused use of power, concerned with the fulfillment and expression of self. So within the suit, right? So here's the Witch of Cups, Witch of Wands, Witch of Discs, and the card I was describing earlier was the Shadow of Discs, not the Shadow of Wands. And the Grandma, oh, sorry. Was that all the witches? Did I show you 4? I hope so. If not, I left one in the deck. Okay. Grandmother, the mature expression of the power concerned with family and community. The mature expression of power concerned with family and community. So that does work for Queen, if you think about it. So there's Grandmother of Wands with her, looks like a witch at a bonfire with her coven, right? Or it could be just a village of people sitting around a fire. I mean, Grandmother of Swords, and she looks like somebody teaching a class, kind of, a little bit. Maybe an astrology class or an astronomy class. Grandmother of Discs, and she's in the kitchen witching. And Grandmother of Cups. I like this. I like the grandmothers. They're beautiful. They're very loving. Okay, now, so here we go. Here's the Shadow of Cups. And she's stuck, right? So if purple is power, she's got so much emotional power, she can't move. Interesting. And here's the Shadow of Discs, which I was describing, where it's earth, but it's all earth, nothing else. And with nothing else, you can't, right? Shadow of Swords. Love this too. When it's so harsh, it's all pointy. There's no love there, right? And then the Shadow of Wands. So if the heat, when the heat is overwhelming, let's read the Shadow of Wands, because why the hell not? We're here, why not do it? And somebody was talking about how, I think it was Marlene Theresa, how there's a lot of poetry in this. She does a poem for every card. My power is blown, my strength has faltered. This is a Shadow of Wands called Wasteland. My power is blown, my strength has faltered, and my influence is burnt to ash. Only the indestructible remains. In a wasteland, a barren, burnt-out land, and a vague, closed face are all that remains of a magician who once created living worlds. Shadows are a harsh reality check. Power can be destructive, and as you get caught up in that part of it, in the wands, spirit has become deadened and withdrawn. Maybe the effort was too much. Maybe the goal was impossible. Maybe the passion was too personal. Now effort, goal, passion are gone. Forgotten were body, heart, and mind in your endeavor and you lost their balance and support. Your bridges are burned. You are left with yourself, so take a good look at what survives and rest. Until you do, the only place to go in the wasteland is deeper. Oh, whoops. I was holding it upside down the whole time. But truly, it doesn't really matter, does it? You can still see what we were looking at here. The face upside down in the wasteland or right side up. Doesn't matter. It's just gone too far. Very interesting in today's world climate. So, yeah. Bye again.